and welcome. My name is Nerdstrom, and I will be playing against myself. It is a good day to be back. I'm finally back and I'm ready to stream for all you guys. I'm really excited for this matchup today. Today is going to be a special matchup between two dominant Sapphire decks right now. On the right side is going to be Ruby Sapphire Control, which is currently the Nerdstrom House champion. And the challenger is going to be the upstart Sapphire Steel Kiwi Birds version. As you know, the way that my deck building is done, it is done in accordance with what I do have in my deck. I want to let you guys know in advance, I do not have Tamatoa Happy as a Clam in either one because I do not own any of them. So what I have done is made the most out of the things that I've done with the decks with the colors and the cards that I do have. So as a result, you might see a little bit of spice, especially in the Sapphire Steel one. The Sapphire Steel deck does have quite a bit of spice in there that I've had to kind of do just to kind of make it a bit more competitive and work within the parameters of what I have going on. So with that all set, with that all out of the way, the decks are currently shuffled and all we got to do is just see who's going to go first. So let's go ahead and start with Ruby Sapphire. The reigning, defending, undisputed Nerdstrom House champion is going to roll an 8. And on the other side, we'll see Sapphire Steel gets a 9. Now, I think because Sapphire Steel, the Kiwi Birds variant at least, does have a bit more aggro to it, that should provide a potential advantage for it as long as I play it well. So let's find out. Since Ruby Sapphire is going second, I'm going to be going and mulliganing this deck first, and we'll see where we go from there. All right. As you guys know, I am going to go ahead and discuss things as I go. With the decks in hopes that you can also get an idea of the strategy that comes in as I play these ones. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and send back 3 for Ruby Sapphire Control. It's a shame because there's actually a couple of cards in that deck that I was in the hand that I was really hoping I could keep, but I don't think for now it is necessary, but we'll see where we go from there. I have been doing a bit of demoing since the game has started, and as a result of my observations, I have noticed that Sapphire Steel against Ruby Sapphire does tend to go a little bit fast, but it's not to say that it's completely invincible against Ruby Sapphire. So Ruby Sapphire does have the ability to take advantage of bricked hands on Sapphire Steel's side and result in pretty dominant victories for Ruby Sapphire. So we'll see how this one goes. Sapphire Steel, if you guys remember, in set 6, I started out creating it, and as you can see, the black sleeves are currently on this deck, which is because I just recently deemed it sleeve worthy within the Nerdstrom household, and I'm really happy with the success that Sapphire Steel has been creating. If only it wasn't as unbelievably dominant as it is. It's getting to a point where like now the choices to choose decks have gotten a little bit easier / harder at the same time too, because there's on one side you know that the decks that we're playing today are some of the most dominant decks right now. But you can also say to yourself, though, that these decks in particular, even though everyone is playing them, there's also a chance that everyone is better than you at them as well. And that tends to be kind of a fear on my end in terms of like whether or not I want to play these decks. As you kind of know, I have kind of spent the last couple of sets as a Sapphire, as a Steel song player. But nowadays I can't really do that, and I still have the mentality that I want to be successful playing a deck that isn't the norm. But I think honestly in set 7, for the most part, this is going to be a situation where it could end up being all I ever will play for set 7 is going to be some kind of Sapphire variant, whether it be Sapphire Steel or Ruby Sapphire. Let's go ahead and get these mulliganed, and we'll see where we go from there. I will. Actually, this is a pretty decent hand. I kind of like this, honestly. No. Let's try that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and send back. Woo. I'm too excited. it's been a very long time since I've been able to stream in front of you guys. I'm gonna send back 3. Forward to getting the ball rolling. During this move, as you guys know, I've been spending like the last month moving into a new house. So I do have a new Nerdstrom household, and I'm really excited with the new place. It is bigger. As you can also see, the point of view is actually a lot more top down, and the reason why it's more top down is I just got a new camera mount as well. I still have not changed this Bockety table. It is just the same fold-out table from the previous streams, but at least I have a better, slightly better quality ring light that I can count on to give me better angles for the things. And it's just all an attempt to kind of give me more to kind of work with and just have a better interface that'll be better for you. So let me know. I'm still kind of working kinks out right now. My ring light is currently at the lowest setting right now, just to kind of reduce the amount of glare that shows up on the cards. And I am kind of working things out, trying different views. Maybe the top-down view isn't the best option. Who knows? But we'll see how this goes. So let's go ahead and get things started. To my invisible opponent, I say good luck, have fun, and let's get things going. So, okay, I like this. Okay, so to start, I'm gonna go ahead and ink Robin Hood, and I'm gonna spend 1 to play Fortisphere, which lets me draw a card, and I am going to banish Fortisphere to play Bell. And I'm gonna pass turn. Alright, I'm gonna draw for turn here for Ruby Sapphire. I'm gonna go ahead and ink Maleficent, and I'm gonna go ahead and play Popsicle, which lets me draw a card, and I will pass turn. Draw for turn, and I am going to ink a Bell, and I will spend 2 for Mr. Smee. I'm going to go ahead and quest for 1, and I will pass turn. Thank you for joining me, number 2 watcher. Draw for turn. Okay, so I am going to ink Tamatoa, and I will spend 2 to play Tipo, which lets me put a card from my hand into my ink wheel face down and exerted, and I will pass turn. Alright, ready, set, draw. I am going to I I am gonna go ahead and ink Happy, and I'm gonna go ahead and spend 3, oh, excuse me, for Lawrence, and I will go ahead and quest for 3, and I will pass turn at the end of the turn. Mr. Sneeze is gonna get 1. You know how this goes. Okay, I'm gonna draw for turn. Okay, I am going to ink a Maui, and I am going to spend 4 to hard cast How Far I'll Go, which lets me look at the top 2 cards of my deck, put one into my hand, and the other into my equal face down exerted. And I will do that. So put that in there. And why not? I'll go ahead and quest for 1, and I'll pass turn. And let's see. Let me go do that all. There we go. Just so you guys know, I do have my live chat on live, so if you guys want to say hey, send out some love. I would love to hear from you guys. I'm going to go ahead and draw for turn. Ooh, that doesn't make me excited. Okay, I will go ahead and make a Mickey, and I will spend 2 for the mine, and I will spend 2 for Calhoun, and then I am going to go ahead and quest for 5 to 9. I'll pass turn. Smee takes 2, goes to 2 damage, and I'll pass turn. Oh, man, this seems like kind of a fast game. Let's see if let us see if we can do this. I'm gonna draw for turn. I don't like this at all. I'm gonna spend 1 for Popsicle, draw a card. Sorry, this goes up there. I will spend. Ooh, hang on. I've not inked yet. I'm gonna go ahead and ink Tipo. I will spend 1 for Ice Block. I can't do both. Damn. Shoot. I'll spend 1 for Vitalosphere. Allows me to gain 1, banish the item. Chosen character gains rush and +2 strength this turn. That did not work as well as I'd hoped. That's okay though. What I can at least do is I'm gonna go ahead and Ice Block. I'll go ahead and Ice Block Bell. No. I'm gonna Ice Block. No, actually, hang on. I'm gonna Ice Block Calhoun, and then I'm gonna spend 3 for Brawl to Brawl Calhoun, and then I will go ahead and challenge Smee. Swing that into there. Take that out. Okay, cool. I kind of got to the location I was trying to do. I was trying to see if I can get 2 in one go and just see how that goes. But there's that. And then I will pass turn. Let's see where we go from here. Okay. Gain 1 for the mine. Drop a turn. I am going to... Oh, shoot. I'm going to ink Mickey. I'm going to spend 2 for Doc. Draw 2. I will spend 2 for Doc, discard Robin Hood, draw 2 cards. Okay, that's better. Okay, and then I am going to quest for 3, and I will pass turn, considering I know what's in this hand. And unless there's something else that's worth my time, it's gonna probably be that. So let's go ahead and see what we got here. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and ink the coil. I'm gonna spend 7. Be prepared. Take out all those guys right over here. Can't do anything about that location, but I've got something for later. And I will go ahead and pass turn. Let's see where we go from here. Okay, I'm gonna draw for turn. Okay. I'll spend 1 for Happy, and then 3 for Alice. That's the one I was wanting to get early on. I'm gonna go ahead and pass turn. Oh, 1 for the mine. Sorry, should have skipped that too. All right, draw for turn. Actually, no, I like my method better. I am going to go ahead and spend 6 for Maui Half Shark. I will spend 1 for Vital Sphere, which allows me to gain 2 strength and then also give it rush. I'm going to go ahead and rush this into 7 Dwarves Wine, which will take that out. And just for good measure, I am going to go ahead and ink Hideaway, and I will pass turn. Okay, I will draw for turn. Okay, here's where this gets fun. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so here's a little bit of the spice, viewers, or in this case, viewer. I'm gonna ink Robin Hood, Champion of Sherwood, and then I'm gonna spend 5 on Aurora. So now my other characters gain Ward. Alice already has it, that's okay, but Happy also does too. And in addition, what I'm also gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and quest for 3, to which I'm gonna actually add the character gets +1 and Ward to Aurora. And I'm gonna keep that in place. So I'm gonna gain 3, and I'm gonna pass turn. And I'll see where we go from there. Okay. Aurora is a card that I've been wanting to use for a really long time, but I just haven't been able to implement the right strategy. I think Kiwi Birds is something that could potentially be a really good offering. We'll see where we go from here. Okay, so I am going to... So let's start my next turn. Okay, cool. So yes, Aurora's still safe. What I'm going to do is I am going to... I am going to go ahead and hard cast Pirate's Life. Okay. Each opponent loses 2 lore. I gain 2 lore. And because I also played an action, I get another lore. Okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to also challenge Alice to take this one out. Take 1 damage. I'm going to banish this item to heal Maui. Okay? And then, whenever you challenge another character, I can return an action card from my discard to my hand. To which I will... You know what? Let's just try to go for that again. Next time around. We'll see. Next time, baby. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pass turn. Okay. So now, let's see. I could try to take that out because I can. Oh, actually, no, I can't because Aurora doesn't have bases, but we'll see. Okay, let's start searching. I'm going to go ahead and spend 1 for the popsicle to just redraw a card. I am... I'm going to go ahead and challenge, swing into Maui. So you get 2. Oh, wait. No, actually, no. If I do that, you can just pop. Hang on. No. Hang on. Actually, you know what? I've got an idea. Let me go ahead and sing Strength of Raging Fire on a Maui. I got 2. You'll take 2 damage. Then Happy is going to hit you with 2. So then you take 4. The logic being that if Maui has to take out Aurora, if Maui has to still take out Aurora, he's even if he heals, he's still only going to take 2 damage at the same time too. So, oh yeah, that also got banished, didn't it? Yeah, sorry about that, viewers. Yeah, I promise you, I'm a good player. Not great, but competent. So I'm going to go ahead and pass turn. I'll see what my hand delivers. I'll go from there. Okay. So, drop turn. That is exactly what I was hoping for. So I'm going to go ahead and drop Aurora by 1. I will spend 4 to play higher, banish the ice block, draw 2 cards. I'm going to... You provide me with a very interesting proposition. I'm going to go ahead and spend 1 for Popsicle. Let's draw a card. Let's see if I can get a brawl out of here. No, I can't. No, it's okay. I will go ahead and ink a Maui. I'll spend 4 for Grammatala, which allows me to look at the top 2 cards of my deck. 1 on top, 1 on bottom. I'm going to put that in there. And then I will go ahead and have Maui sing Pirate's Life. Each opponent loses 2. I gain 2. And I also gain 1 because I played an action. And then I am going to banish both of these 2 popsicles to heal Maui back to the thing. So I think that actually kind of worked out in my favor. So let's see where we go from there. Okay. So Sapphire Steel does have control of the board, but Ruby Sapphire is about to catch up. And this is still game 1, guys. Just bear that in mind. I'm gonna go ahead and spend 1 for Mickey. Now it has war. And I am going to I will quest for 2. And I'll pass turn. Okay. Race a draw. I am going to go ahead and play Tamatoa, the shiny one. I don't have Happy as a Clam, I told you this already. I'm going to go ahead and send back Popsicle back to my hand, and I will go ahead and play Popsicle, draw a card. And then I will, let's see. I'll go ahead and challenge Maui. Excuse me, with Maui, sorry. To take this out, I get 3 damage. I'm going to go ahead, because I challenge, I'm going to go ahead and send Pirate's Life back to hand. I'm going to have both Flowersham and Tala sing Pirate's Life, -2, gain 2, +1, lore. And then I am going to banish this Popsicle, bring this down to 1. Pass turn. So let's see where we go from there. Drop turn. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to spend 2 for Calhoun. I will go ahead and quest for 1, and I'll pass turn. Turn. Okay. I am going to go ahead and spend 3 to brawl Mickey out. Oh, that's an action, so I get a lore for that. Then I will go ahead and quest for 1. Send. I'll just go back to hand. Spend 1 for Popsicle. Draw a card. Banish this. Oh, excuse me. Banish Popsicle. Draw 2. And then I will spend 2 to play Sail, draw a card, put an additional card in my ink face down. I'm going to go ahead and ink Maleficent. Still got some more, so I guess. Oh, I am questing with this one to banish it. And then I will quest for 2. Oh, and I did get 1 for Sail. That's right. And I'll pass turn. I'll spend 1 for Robin Hood. I will. I'm gonna pop Calhoun. We'll both on Tala. We'll both go, but I do get 2 lore in the process, and I will pass turn. The sack fly. It happens sometimes. So I will draw a turn. I'm going to spend 1 for Vitalosphere, and I think that's it. Boom, boom, boom. +1. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Ruby Sapphire comes back and takes the cake and wins it for its team, thereby proving its dominance, at least in this first game, and showing why it is currently in the Jafar box. Now, check this out too. I did also switch the box out for a white box to make the color a bit more overarching for everybody else. So it doesn't matter what deck it is that ends up being the house champion, the color will work for everybody. So yeah, that was Ruby Sapphire. Since Sapphire Steel did lose, it is still going to go first again in this round, and we'll see how if it can kind of take us, because I kind of feel like it did have some legs going beforehand, but eventually I started kind of like strategizing on this side and trying to see if like I can win with it a bit better. And I think that's, you know, if I just found the right point in time. I think at some point, like with the aggro package that this one does have, once you start like not having the steam on there too, you kind of get desperate and try to finish the game as soon as you can, but that leads you to being a little bit more dumb with your plays. In my case, my plays. So we'll see how this next round goes. Now, I did want to let you guys know, Nursery House rules are that in the event the featured game ends up being a sweep, meaning you take 2 straight out of a 3-game set, it does mean that I can provide the opportunity to move to the move it to a more where's this at? There we go. Yeah, there we go. To more of a to another opponent. So the deck that ends up winning ends up having a better opponent. The other thing that you also want to learn too is the seeding system that we do have here at the Nerdstrom household. Now, as of right now, Sapphire Steel is currently the number 6 deck in the seeding in the Nerdstrom household. I believe as of right now, Ruby Sapphire is currently number 1. Sapphire Steel, Steel Song is number 2. I've got, let's see. I've got Ruby Amethyst at, oh no, excuse me, I've got Amethyst Steel at 3. I've got Ruby Amethyst at 4. Emerald Steel Discard at 5. So, knowing that, the rules are, I can't be completely like, BCS ranking like how college football is. So I try to make it a bit simpler. So the way that this works is, in terms of seeding here at the Nursery household, if this number 6 seed deck ends up beating the number 1 deck, obviously in 3 games because he lost his first one, the only way he can do it is by winning 2 straight. That means that this deck ends up becoming the number 1 seed. The idea is to be the man, you gotta beat the man. And so if it does happen, this deck is the man and is currently the number 1 seed, and all the other decks go 1 level down. So this makes sense for decks that are currently in seed that can play. Now, if a deck that is currently out of seed, like say for right now, I'm currently using a Amber Emerald Leading and Tramp deck, or Churna Dogs, that's currently not seeded. It's also not sleeve worthy as of right now. But if that deck ended up beating in a proper tournament against Ruby Sapphire, which is currently the number 1 seed, that unseeded deck would end up becoming a top deck. Now, this is not to claim legitimate ranking in the thing. It's just to kind of, I kind of want to be able to spice things up in terms of the seeding that goes on in the Nerdstrom household, so that when the house championship does arrive, there's a little bit of difference in the rankings to kind of see the seeding as they go. Just know that my games, I try to do games every Sunday night as best as I can. Obviously, life can get in the way sometimes, so if it does, I'll let you guys know. But I try to do every Sunday in viewer streams, and then as I see them and as I can, I will try to do things like cracking packs, or maybe doing some like little matches. Like, for example, Emerald still needs to prove that it's sleeve worthy, and I still need to do those tournaments, so those matches. So I might be doing some stuff during the week when I do have some free time. So yeah, there's a lot of good things that are happening over in the Nerdstrom household, and I'm really glad you guys came to join us. Let's go ahead and get game 2 started. Let me just go ahead and show this one a little bit more, and we should be good to go. I should actually start by doing Ruby Sapphire's mulligan first, because it won, thus it's going second. So let's see what this does. And a reminder again, if Ruby Sapphire does win again, twice in a row against Sapphire Steel, we'll go ahead and move on to another deck that I've also been interested in trying, that I'm really excited to see this deck play up against as a bonus game. It will be also a sanctioned Nerdstrom House game, so that if the other deck does play and wins against Ruby Sapphire, it will then take over the spot and win it up on there. So cool. So anyway, let's go ahead and see what I can get out of this. No. 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 I'll just keep these there for now. Let's see where we go from there. Alright, I'm going to send back 4. There's that. Just want to make sure you guys are able to hear me okay, right? Let me know in the comments below. I want to make sure that there are noise ordinances that I do have to deal with over at my house, which are a little bit more stringent than the previous house. I do have hardwood floors in my location as well, so it does kind of amplify sound a bit more. I am looking to invest in some sound dampening technology at the same time too, if I can. Yeah, other than that, this place is really great. I'm really glad that I got the chance to move into a new place. Okay, so that is the hand. Let's go ahead and see what this one's got for me. And Sapphire Steel will go ahead and start first upon finishing its mulligan. So we got 7 right over here. Okay, yes, that's what I want. I do want that. I don't want this. Or that. I'll see what that nets me. And I'll get rid of that. So I will go ahead and select 3 for Sapphire Steel. There's that. Soufflé. There we go. Is it actually cooperating? It is cooperating. Good. All right. Okay, let's see how this turns out. Good luck, have fun. And I am going to start by inking Robin Hood excuse me. I'm gonna play Popsicle, which lets me draw a card. Ew. And then I'm going to banish this and play Bell. Pass turn. Okay, that looks like a nice hand. Okay, let's see what we got. I am going to start here by inking Vision, spending 1, playing Popsicle, drawing a card, passing turn. Okay, let's go and draw for turn. Okay, I am going to, let's try, this sounds crazy. I'm gonna spend 1 and play Force Sphere, draw a card. That's not what I wanted, that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and ink Mickey, and I'm gonna spend 1 to play Happy. And I will quest for 1 and pass turn. Oh, juice. You're gonna see that in a couple seconds. Yeah, I'm sorry. I saw that on my replay. The chat feed's about 3 seconds behind. I saw myself kind of smack into the thing. It's okay. I'm gonna draw for turn. I am going to ink Maleficent. And I will spend 2 to sail the Azurite Sea, draw a card. I can put an additional card face down, to which I am going to, oh, it doesn't work out that well. Let's ink Hideaway. And I am going to pass turn. Draw for turn. And then I am going to, bro, come on, man. Bro, gotta be kidding me. I'm gonna ink a Lawrence, and I'm gonna spend 2 for Calhoun, and I'm gonna, no, actually no, I'm not. I am not gonna take, I take that flick back. I'm gonna go and quest for 2, that's a 3, and I'll pass turn. Okay, I'm gonna draw for turn. Let's see. I'm going to ink a Brawl. I'll spend 4 for Flabbersham, banish, draw 2. Pass turn. Draw turn. I think. Oh no, it's not gonna work. Crap. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna ink Happy. I will have Belle sing Storm on Flowersham. Take 2. Draw a card. I will then hard cast Storm on Flowersham. Take 4. Take 2 to 4. Draw a card. Ah, you hate to see it. Oh my gosh. I'll go ahead and quest for 2. And what do I got here? I'm gonna pass turn. I'm gonna turn. I'm going to Ink Vision. Spend 2. Sail as a sea, draw a card. I'm gonna ink another vision. I'm gonna spend 2 for Sapphire Coil. Should have done that earlier, I guess. It's okay though. Huh. I'm gonna. Shoot, if I do this, I'm gonna lose cards. I'm gonna. Dang. I don't know. Whatever. I'm gonna quest for 1. I'm gonna banish this. Draw 2 cards. I'm going to spend 1 for an ice block. And then pass turn. Okay, so I'm gonna drop turn. I will I'm gonna ink Lawrence. I'm gonna spend 5 for Cogsworth. And quest for 1, it's a 7. Calhoun's gonna challenge Hiram, take nothing because it's only got 1. Take that out, gain 2 lore, and I am probably gonna brace for him, so we'll see where we go from there. Which means I can start be preparing guilt-free. Let's ink Brawl. Be prep. Get rid of all that noise right there. All right, I'll pass turn. Drop turn. I will banish Force Sphere to play Bell. I'm gonna spend 2 to play Dock, which lets me discard a Dock and drop 2. I'm going to ink Mr. Smee, and I'm gonna spend 4 for the McDuck Manor, and I'll pass turn. Drop here. I will spend. I'm gonna ink Grammatala. I will use Ice Block. Take out Bell. -1 Bell. Spend 8 for Sisu. Take this out. I will go ahead and pass turn. Okay, I'm going to take 2 for Manor, draw a turn, spend... I'll go ahead and spend 5 for Robin Hood, and I'll pass turn. He couldn't. possibly have another Sisu in his hand, could he? Draw turn. You know what? Let's do it. I'm gonna go ahead and Ice Block Robin Hood, Sisu, banish that. I have Quest for 3. Last turn. Alright, gain 2 for mana. 1. Ink Strength. Pass turn. I will draw a turn. Tamatoa. Take a Popsicle back to hand. I'm going to Ink Maui, spend 1 for Popsicle, draw a card. I am going to challenge the Manor to take these both out. And then I will go ahead and pass turn. Drop turn. 2 for the mine. Last turn. Alright. Drop a turn. I am going to Quest for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. Going to spend 4 to hardcast how far I'll go. Ink that. I'm going to ink Flower Sham. Spend 6 to hardcast Pirate's Life. -2, gain 2. And then I will. Oh, I do. I'm going to go ahead and Quest for 3. And I will search for the coil. Last turn. This looks like we'll probably have a door shut on opportunity here. That's the problem with aggro decks, man. If you don't get fast enough, you're kind of screwed. 1 for the mine. And then 1 for Mickey. That's pretty much game. Okay, so just like that. Ruby Sapphire, 2 O's, Sapphire Steel, Kiwi Birds, to start off the Set 7 season at the Nerdstrom household. But because we went 2-0 in for Ruby Sapphire and asserted its dominance, that does mean that for the sake of tonight, we're going to keep going, and we are going to attempt another game by playing Emerald Steel, the discard game, in the good old Starbox. So, noble effort to Sapphire Steel. I still like this deck, but I think it's just the Ruby Sapphire's day in the sun. He needs to assert his dominance. Just be like that. So let me go ahead and stand by for a second. I'm going to go ahead and finish this. Actually, no, before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and finish at least getting this in line. Yeah. Whoa up. Where? Whoa. Okay, we're back now. So yes, Emerald Steel discard. Now, for the Nordstrom household, not a whole lot has been really changed for the Emerald Steel discard deck, with the exception of adding Space Pirate onto there. That's been a pretty key thing. I'm also trying to tool with a couple of final adjustments to how the deck is going to be played. I'm wondering if about adding some more aggro aspect, adding Curse Merfolk into there, at the risk of a very high uninkable count. But for the most part, it is the same deck that you saw as the number 5 seed going into the Nordstrom House Championship in set 6. But I feel that right now, as far as me playing out in competitive matches, it seems like it's kind of a three-way tie between Ruby Sapphire, Emerald Steel discard, and Sapphire Steel aggro. It really just comes down to what clicks for me, and if all else fails, I'll just do Ruby Sapphire because everybody does it. And even though it doesn't have Tamatoa Happy as a Clam, I kind of feel like that deck still operates pretty well. It would operate a million times better if I did have that, but yeah, that is kind of the story with Emerald Steel discard. Let me just go ahead and actually do the full shuffle situation on this deck. Let's see where we go from there. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and shuffle a little bit on this. Let's see what we get. 1 and 2. And we get 4 and 5. Whoops. Just so you know, there's Diablo in the deck. And 6. Let's do that. That's perfect. Let's go ahead and do that. See where we go from there. I did do a little bit of experimentation with this deck. This was actually one that I kind of want to do a face-off of this last go around for to do the season premiere, and I guess we're technically doing it now. But I kind of got excited about doing a showcase of 2 blue decks, and that's the reason why it is as it is. But I'm so glad that I get to play this deck at the same time too, against you guys, with you guys. So let's see. Okay, let's do that. Let's go ahead and determine who is going to start this game off. The Emerald Steel has a 5, and Ruby Sapphire has 9. Okay, so Emerald Steel is going to go second in this round. I was thinking about putting a different playmats on there because I tend to usually do it that corresponds with what deck is being played. But Big Tink's a steal, and I do have it in the deck anyway, so I guess it's fine. Let's see. Can I? No. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and send back 4. Okay. And now, go ahead and see if this one goes on there. No. And if I have to, I'll just do that. I'll keep that there for I'm going to send my 3 on this side right here. Give 3. Okay, let's go ahead and try this one out. Okay, good luck, have fun. I'm gonna go ahead and start by inking Maui, spending 1 for a popsicle, draw a card, pass turn. Okay. I will draw for turn. I'm going to start by inking. I'm going to ink a Hypnotize, and I'm going to go ahead and spend 1 for Diablo. Look at the hand, which I already know is, but because Diablo allows you to look at the hand, now it's actually revealed. Power's Life, Vision, How Far I'll Go, Sail, Ice Block, Be Prepared. Okay, I will go and pass turn. I will draw turn. I'm going to go ahead and ink Vision and spend 2 for Sail the Azurite Sea. Allows me to draw a card, put additional card in my ink well face down. I am going to go ahead and ink Grammatala and spend 1 for Ice Block, and I will pass turn. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and draw for turn. I'm going to ink a morph and play a morph, and I will quest for 1, and I'll pass turn. I will draw for turn. I'm going to ink a Pirate's Life. I'll spend 4 for How Far I'll Go. Look at the top 2, select, and ooh. It's tough, but I'm going to do that. And I will go ahead and pass turn. Okay, I'm going to drop turn. I'm going to ink Tinkerbell, and I'm going to go ahead and spend 3 for Ursula. I will go ahead and quest for 2 to 3, and I'll pass turn. Okay, I'll drop turn. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and, you know what, I'm going to have fun with this. I'm going to go ahead and ink Tipo, and I will go ahead and spend 6. Pirate's Life, -2, gain 2. And I am going to go and pass turn. Are you sure you want to do that, or use Ursula on the board? I'm going to drop turn. Let's do this. I am going to. Ooh, I could do that. That could be an interesting play. Let's do. I want to. I need curve. I'm gonna compete. That's how I play. Unfortunately, that is just how I do it. Let's spend 3 for other Pete. So No actions. I'm going to go ahead and quest for 2. I will go ahead and have Ursula sing Sudden Chill. Discard. Do it again. Put this in the bottom of the deck. It's going to be this one. And I will pass turn. Tried to get a little cute there, didn't I? Alright, I'm going to draw for turn. And now I am locked up. I'm going to go ahead and pass turn. This is exactly what I did not want to see as an Emerald Steel player. I'm going to go, actually, excuse me, coming from an Emerald Steel player. I'm going to draw for turn. I will spend 4 for... Actually, I'm going to spend 4 for the Muses. Spend, I'll quest for 4. Because I know it's coming. I don't even know why I put friggin' Muses in there. Drop turn. Ink Vitalosphere. Be prepared. Pass turn. Drop turn. Spend 3 for Diablo. Pass turn. Drop turn. Ah, there we go. Nope. CC. Drop turn. Excuse me. Pass turn. Excuse me. Drop turn. I will spend 3 for Diablo. Pass turn. Drop turn. Okay. I will go ahead and quest for 3. Pass turn. Drop turn. I am going to go ahead and have Diablo let Storm Rage on Sisu, take 2 damage, draw a card. I am going to I'm gonna spend 3 to hypnotize the hand. Boom. And then I will draw a card. And then I'm gonna go ahead and Ink Pete. And I am gonna pass turn. I'm gonna draw for Diablo to represent the draw that's gonna happen here. And I will draw turn. I'm gonna spend 2 for Vision. It's actually a pretty good hand. Let's do that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and spend 3 to Brawl Diablo. I'm gonna banish this Popsicle, get 2, quest for 3 to 8, and I'll pass turn. And draw turn. Okay, I'm gonna spend 5 for the Beast. And, oh, that's a character. I'll pass turn. Draw turn. I'm gonna spend, actually no, I'm gonna 8 Tipo. I'm gonna go ahead and quest for 3. Pass turn. Draw for beast. Draw for turn. I am going to ink Sun Chill. I will spend 3 to play with Storm Rage on. 2, draw a card. Spend 3 for Prince John. I'm gonna go ahead and have Beast Sing Storm to take out Sisu. Draw a card. And I will pass turn. Draw turn. Oh, I can do this guilt-free now. Be prepared. Take all that out. Pass turn. Alright, draw turn. I will go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and spend 1 for Diablo, 2 for Morph, 3 for Ursula, and I'll pass turn. Draw turn. 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to go ahead and pay 5 for Maleficent, 9 for Maleficent. Ursula's going to go get banished. I'm going to pass turn. I'm going to drop turn. I will go ahead and spend 6 for... Actually, no. I'm going to go ahead and spend 4 for Tinkerbell. Deal 1 damage to Maleficent. And then I'll quest for 3. And I'll pass turn. Drop a turn. 4, 5, 6. I'm going to go ahead and spend 6 for Now We Have Shark. I will go ahead and quest for 2. And I'll pass turn. Drop turn. I am going to spend another 6 to play another Tinkerbell. That takes us to 2. This takes it to 1. Well, if I do, I can nix this. So I'm going to go ahead and quest for 2, and I'm going to pass turn. Draw turn. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and spend 8 for Timbers. Card. Let's do Popsicle, spend 1. Popsicle, draw a card. Ink that. And then I'm gonna go ahead, quest for 2. I'm going to go ahead and challenge. Hit that. Is it on turn, on my turn? Yeah, it is. Yeah. So now I'm going to get banished, but not before I get a card out. And get that. Okay. So then I am going to go past turn. I think I've got lethal over on that side, so maybe this one's got something, you never know. I'm going to draft her. I am going to spend 1 for Diablo and 2 for 7 chill. Go ahead and discard that. That's not going to happen. I will go ahead and challenge Tinkerbell. Banish that. This gets swings in there. I take 2 damage and put it on a Tamatoa. And I'll go and quest for 1 and I'll pass turn. He did feel just a little bit short. Draw for turn. I'm going to go ahead and spend 2 for Tipo. Obviously it's not going to do its thing, but I'm going to go ahead and quest for 3. And I'm going to go ahead and bring back an item. If I can. I can't. Oh no. I mean, honestly, as long as it survives, I should be able to get more, but it's okay. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, drop a turn. No. I don't. Quest for 2. Call it. You got the game. All right, so Ruby Sapphire, 3 straight wins. Gonna go, but it's still Emerald Steel's chance to still steal the victory. So we'll see. We'll see if it handles it in the second round. Second match, excuse me. Ruby Sapphire is going to go second. Emerald Steel is going to start first. And we'll see what comes of that. Okay, let's go ahead and get Ruby Sapphire shuffled. Now, the thing about me playing these games is I do like how me talking out the plays tends to get me a little bit more focused in the game. Usually whenever I'm playing against myself, I tend to just kind of keep things silent. Especially because I tend to practice late into the wee hours of the night. Just so you know, I've got a few minutes before my nurse curfew does happen, so you're going to probably hear a very limited amount of things being spoken, with the exception of my sign-off at the end of the thing. So just know that that could potentially be a thing, and we'll see where we go from there. But so far these games today have been pretty good. I think they've been pretty solid. And I guess like talking out the plays also helps me kind of communicate with myself better to make sure that I am actually playing it the way that they should be played and ideally what you want to have played. All right, so round 2. Let's go ahead and get these decks sorted out. That gets the win. Quit, restart, restart. And start. There you go. All right, let's go ahead and separate that. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at these. Boop. Yep. Nope. Well, actually, don't want to go really hardcore into this thing. Maybe I could. Don't need all of those. It's okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and send back 4. Okay, let's do that. All right. Okay, so let's do Emerald Steels next. 4, 3. this is kind of a busted hand. Let's do that. No. Yeah, there we go. I am going to go ahead and send back 4. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and see how this goes. Round 2. Good luck, have fun. I am going to start by inking We Don't Talk About Bruno and spinning 1 for Diablo. Let's go ahead and check that in hand. Alright, so we got a Sapphire Quell, Tipo, Popsicle, Little Sisu, Grammatala, Big Sisu, oh boy, and another Tipo. Okay. Let's see what happens. Let's go ahead and start. Alright, I'm going to draw turn. I'll go ahead and Big Vision. Spin 1 for Popsicle, draw a card, and I will pass turn. Draw a turn. I'm going to go ahead and ink I'm Still Here, and I'm going to spend 1 for the Cove, and spend 1 to send Diablo to the Cove, quest for 1. And I will pass turn. Alright, I'm going to drop a turn. I'm going to go ahead and ink Maleficent. I'll spend 2 for Tipo. Allows me to put another card face down and exerted. Let's do that one. I'll pass turn. Turn. I will ink Ursula, and I'm going to spend 3 for Prince John. Quest for 1. I'll pass turn. Drop turn. I am going to ink Vision, spend 2 for Tipo, put another one in, and then I'll spend 2 for the Coil, and I will run quest for 1. I'll pass turn. Okay, I'll drop a turn. You know what, let's try this. I'm going to go ahead and spend 3 for Hypnotize. Let's go ahead and discard one of those cards. Let's do that one. And then I get to draw a card, and then I also get to draw a card for Prince John. As a result of that, I will go ahead and ink a Diablo. I will discard a Hypnotize to shift Diablo. Quest for 1. And I will pass turn. That's the draw for Diablo. And I'll draw turn. I'm going to ink Brawl. Kind of regret not doing basic coffee, so I'll go ahead and quest for 2, and I will pass turn. Okay. Draw turn. Let's go ahead and spend 3 for Prince John. I'm gonna go ahead and have this Prince John sing. Oh, actually, no. I'm gonna go ahead and have Diablo sing Stormy John on one of your T-pos. It'll be nice, and I'll do the not shiny one. Draw a card. And then I will... Oh yeah, what do I do? I will have Prince John sing I'm Still Here. Oh, wait, actually, no, that's the other Prince John I got. I'm actually not going to. I will ink I'm Still Here. And then I am going to go ahead and quest for 2. And I will pass turn, draw for Diablo at the end. I'm going to draw turn. I'm going to spend 2 to sail the Azurite Sea, draw a card. I'm going to go ahead and ink Maui. And I will go ahead and quest for 1. I'll pass turn. And let's see. I'll go ahead and ink. I'll ink Cricky. I'm going to go ahead and spend 6 on Tinkerbell. Take 1. I'm going to go ahead and challenge with this T-po. Take 1, excuse me. And then quest for 2. Quest for 3. Excuse me, for 1. Diablo draws. May or may not be the last one that I do. Unless I can get an ice block, that would be pretty cool. Okay. Draw turn. I'm going to go ahead and ink Flowersham. I'm going to go ahead and put -2 on... I'm going to put -2 on Tinkerbell. So now it's 2/5. And I am going to spend 8 for Sisu, so all 3 of these go away. And I'm going to pass turn. Okay, so let's do that. Draw turn. I am going to ink Morph. I'm going to spend 3 and 3 for Prince John. Does that make it other 2? I have, yeah. I have, those are the last Prince Johns I have. I'm going to spend 1 to put one of these Prince Johns into the Cove, and I am going to go ahead and quest for 1 to 9. Diablo's going to draw after my pass turn. Draw turn. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and spend 4 for Flowersham. Banish this Popsicle. Draw 2 cards. I'm going to go ahead and ink Vision, -2 on Diablo, and I'm going to go ahead and brawl that out. And then I'm going to go ahead and I have an opportunity. I'm going to go ahead and hit Prince John. And then take 1. For the pass turn. Oh, actually, no, I take 2, excuse me. Do I actually want to take 2? Yeah, that's fine. That's okay. Okay, just rub her. Okay, that'll work. I'm going to go ahead and spend 5 for we're going to talk about Bruno. Discard that. That is a discard. I get to draw a card. I will go ahead and have Prince John's thing to have a Flower Shim. I'll draw a card. I will 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. I'm gonna ink the Cove. Spend 3 for Diablo. And I will go ahead and pass turn. Turn. Okay, I'm gonna spend 4 for Tala. Gonna ink Tipo. Put -2, I guess, on Diablo. Quest for 1. Manus this. Draw 2 cards. Need card draw, man. There you go. That'll work. Sisu takes out Diablo. And then I'll go ahead and just realized another thing that I should do. Top, bottom. There we go. Now I'm like wondering if I'm actually playing it correctly. Spend 2 for Sale. Draw a card. And I'm gonna go ahead and ink Granatala. That's part of Sale, and I will go ahead and pass it. Draw turn. I'm gonna go ahead and put 3 on for I'm Still Here, Prince John, draw a card. I'm gonna go ahead and spend 5 for, we're gonna talk about Bruno, and I'm gonna do it to Sisu. So do that. Alright, so if you don't know about Read and Talk About Bruno, you return a chosen character to the player's hand, and then that player discards a card at random. But I do it based off a dice roll. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2. Be prepared. Unfortunately, there are 2 of them in there. Alright, and I will go and pass. Well, since I don't know, because I wouldn't know if I did. So, oh, but it is a discard, so I do get to draw. Alright, okay, cool. A little bit late, buddy. Okay, I'm gonna draw off a turn. That'll work. I'm gonna go ahead and spend. Well, actually, no. I could just do. Why not? Spend 8. Sisu. Gone. And I'll quest for 2 to 7, and I'll pass her. Drop her. I'm gonna go ahead and spend 3 for Pete and 4 for the Muses. And I'm gonna spend 1, to put the muses in the cove. Make it a 3-5. Now I'll pass turn. So no actions this turn. Turn. Spend 1 for Vitalisphere. Oh yeah. I see. No. Can't. It's okay. I will go ahead and quest for 3. 1, and then a quest for 1. Banish this. Draw 2 cards. Maybe. So 8 Tambo. Let's do that. Spend 1, pot, draw. Pass turn. Okay, and then I will drop turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tinkerbell takes 1, 3, 1, and 1. Okay. So I've got 6 on board. 3. Excuse me, 3. Let me go ahead and swing Pete into Sisu. That goes away. And then let me go ahead and swing. Let me go ahead and hit Muses into Tala. You'll take 2? No, 3, excuse me. 3. I'll go ahead and pass turn. I made a bad move. Oh no. Oh no. Jeez. Let's see. I'm gonna spend 2 for Tifo. To which one do that? Inkwell face down exerted. I'm gonna spend 2 for vision. And I'll do that. I'm going to spend 1 for a popsicle, draw a card. Spend 1 for a popsicle, draw a card. I'm gonna go ahead and quest for 1. Banish popsicle, draw 2. I'm going to ink Tambo. Should have quested. It's okay. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to send back a popsicle. Spend 1 for a popsicle, draw a card. And did I already do it? I think I already did, yeah. I'll go ahead and spend 4 for Flower Sham. Banish this popsicle, draw 2 cards. So I don't know if more, do I? No. Okay, your move. Let's see what we got. Turn. 1 for Diablo. Already see the hand. Quest for 3. And there you go. Just like that. Ruby Sapphire. Clean sweeps. Both Sapphire Steel and Emerald Steel in short order. The absolute minimum. 2 games to none. Both games. That is quite impressive and a demonstration of the dominance that Ruby Sapphire has laid down over many, many, many sets. Um, I am relatively glad with how this deck goes. I do still really think that this deck would absolutely murder if it had Tamatoa having as a clam. I'm still on the lookout for it. I am trying to naturally find it at my local game store so I can support my local game store. That's the reason why it's taking forever for me to find it. Be on the lookout. If you guys know of any in the area, let me know. But until then, until next time that we get together, let me know if there's any particular matchups that you want to see. Different color combinations that you'd like to see being demonstrated on this channel. I know that sooner rather than later, we're going to go ahead and do another sleeve-worthy deck and see if Emerald Lady and Tramp is up to the task. So yeah, there's a lot of really great things coming up in the near future, and I'm really glad that you guys could have joined me in this adventure. So as I finish boxing these ones up, putting Ruby Sapphire in the case that it so rightfully belongs, which is the Jafar Enchanted thing. Until next time, my name is Nerdstrom, and let's get nerdy.